Hello everyone, and welcome back to Case of Quad. I have been a little away from the game, but it should hopefully be something simple to get back into it. Got heightened quickness, we got a bunch of other abilities, I think it's looking pretty good. Let's see what our inventory is real quick. We got a lot of books still. Definitely need to make our way over to the 6-day stealth whenever I can, but I believe today we're going to make a beeline for the Rust Wells. After all, we need to make some progress on that latest quest and get that little bit of extra XP, honestly. I suppose I could just kind of ignore it and make my way down to the 6-day stilt, but I think just having that little bit of extra XP, getting that little bit of extra health, getting to maybe a little 10 or so, that'll be a good idea. In any case, we might find some secrets along the way, so let's keep going. I think I've already been here, haven't I? This time we're not going to stop for nothing, we're just going to keep going. Or we're going to dive into the water and head back the way we came. Oh, I've got glow crust apparently. When did I get exposed to fungus? Did I get exposed to fungus? I don't remember getting blasted by fungus earlier, but maybe I did touch it. Well, that's unfortunate. I'm going to have to cut off my own hand. What a shame. I'm not even kidding. That's actually one of the ways you can cure glow crust, but honestly my hand isn't too big of a deal. Let's see here. Gives me cold resistance, gives me friendship with fungi, but makes mushrooms happier, makes plants mad. Because apparently they just don't get along. Who would have thought? If I can cut it off, it shouldn't be a big deal, but cold resistance isn't too bad, you know? If it's something like Iron Shank or something weird like that, which slows me down and hurts me a whole lot, that'd be really bad. Mumble Mouth would be really nice to get secrets, but, I don't know. We've already been here as well. Just push into the eastern frontier, shall we? Well, that's a problem. Let's see where we can get to. I really want to get to those Rust Wells today if I can. Just try and push past all this other nonsense. Hopefully I don't run into mushrooms, I guess. I'm going to just head around, actually. It's probably a much better idea just to head around than to climb through the mushrooms. Or the swamps, actually. So many swamps. This looks like a new area, too. Let's go ahead and freeze off this. There we go. Chameleon. I will say, Quad is one of the games that I feel the most comfortable just kind of popping up and playing, you know? Because it's all about exploring the wilds, seeing what happens, just kind of taking things as they come, not so much just trying to skill my way through things. Like, it is a skill. Observation and planning is a skill. But it's not quite the same kind of skill as reflexes are, you know? And quick reflexes are not really going to help you out in Quad as much as they would other games. I mean, if you're not paying attention to where you're going and you just kind of stumble on into something, you might have to rely on your reflexes to stop doing what you're doing. And remember what the buttons do to freeze people. There we go. That's a Salthopper. Oh, man. How about I beguile the Salthopper? There we go. Now my Salthopper. And you can take care of all these gross plants. Salthoppers are pretty decent companions. Not amazing companions, but they're pretty decent. Oh, there's a lot of apples here. If I was hungry, I could actually learn the harvestry skill and get all of these apples, but they're not going to be too useful to me right now. They can quench your thirst and your stomach as well, so it's pretty nice, but they also weigh a pound each, so it can be your little give and take when it comes to star apples. Usually they're not really worth it, but you'll never know. I'll take this and that. Those are probably worth money. A lot of hogs. Luckily our Salthopper here should hopefully be able to handle it. There we go. Salthoppers are pretty tough, though it's like you're having a hopper-on-hopper battle. We're going to have to make do. Whew. Glad I did not make the birds angry. That'd be really bad if I did. Someone got stabbed with young ivory. Hopefully it was not us. Young ivory is one of the best ways to die in the early game, let me just tell you, because it's a little like trap you can't really see unless you're really lucky, and does 1d10 damage plus bleed. And since most characters start at a default at 10 health, it can only go up to like what? 21 health maximum. It means you could pretty easily die, especially if you didn't invest into health early on. Luckily, as we get leveled up, we have a lot more health, we have a lot more capabilities of surviving, it shouldn't be too big a deal. But this is just a big dead end, so we're just gonna leave. Oops. I would love to take a dog with us, but unfortunately the dogs just aren't very good. At least the ones around here. If you find a guard dog, those are pretty decent. But getting our hands on one is another story entirely. Let's see if we can find a corpse. A Glowco corpse, huh? Well, it's better than nothing. Down the hatch it goes. You see, eating is mostly to prevent being starving, taking damage from starvation, as well as getting special effects. Unfortunately for us, the beetle jerky and other kind of random crap occurring around doesn't do a whole lot. Let's still check what it does. I'm not sure if it even does anything at all besides fill you up. Like beetle jerky. Let's go ahead and take a look at this. It gives you... Yeah, if you cook with it, you can add HP effects to your meals, but by itself, if you eat it straight, it does not do anything. Well, that didn't do much. Got 10 XP, though, so I guess that's okay. Let's take a dive down and see if you find anything spicy, huh? A gun turret. Let's not come back here, shall we? Turrets are the worst thing ever because they do, like, I think 10 to 14 damage per shot, and even if you have, like, 50 hit points... That's a lot of damage, and you can't take much more than like 3 or 4 shots. And they're fairly accurate, too, so you're going to have to be pretty harsh on the recovery there. And actually, I completely lied to you. According to the systems I know of, the attack and defense system has got a huge variance in terms of damage, because your armor can protect you from a lot of damage if it's heavy enough, but if it's also light enough that you can dodge it, it's another thing in the story. Like, there's 2 different values for armor, right? One is dodge, which allows you to dodge attacks. Makes sense. If they shoot you and you dodge it, you don't get hit. Makes sense. No damage. However, then you have armor rating, which is a defensive value which will reduce the amount of damage you take. Basically, when something actually hits you, they have to roll against your armor rating, and they'll do so up to 5 times, depending on how things go. And each time they penetrate your armor, you get damage on you. But once they fail, I think once, against your armor, that's when they stop penetrating and you don't have to worry about armor anymore, or taking additional damage. That's why having a high armor rating is also very important. And unfortunately, we can't wear gloves because our hands are not covered in glow crust, which sucks. There we go. But, you know, what can I do? Yeah. So, say a Duffin does 1d4 damage, and he rolls against your armor, let's say 14. They have to roll a d20, 1 through 20, and hope to get above 14 up to 5 times. But every time they succeed, there is more times they can hurt you. So they roll, 1d4 damage for 1 penetration. But if they get 5 penetrations, that's 5d4 damage. And you can go for anywhere between, 5 damage and 20 damage, which is a lot. Now, traps like Young Ivory, though, they only deal 1 penetration. Here's a Young Ivory right here. Bam. Yeah, the Young Ivory here only deals 1d10 damage and only attacks once, so you don't have to worry about penetrating your armor again. However, it's still very deadly and not worth dealing with. Because bleed's only like, what, 1d2 every turn for 4 or 5 turns? Depending on how quickly you recover, it's not good. Whew. These hogs are not giving me much experience, though, I gotta say. By the way, everything here, the dragonflies and the antelopes here, belong to the grazing hedonists faction. So if you anger either of them, they'll actually all attack you. You have to be careful about that. However, it can be pretty valuable. I don't want the corpse, oops. Because those Ecomax are worth a lot of experience points because they're very powerful, but also rather slow. So if you can, make your way around them, it should be fun. Let's see here. We got a dagger. Nice. As well as, a jewel-encrusted dagger. That's worth a lot of money. Jewel encrusting is worth 5 times as much as any other weapon, meaning you can make a ton of money off this one item. And it only weighs 1, the same as the regular bronze dagger, so hey. 5 times as much, and you can get some faction XP with a certain faction that's not very popular. In fact, they're called the Water Barons, and I don't think they actually have any representation in the game. There's just no Water Barons around, apparently. But we're heading in the wrong direction, so let's just go ahead and loot this chest if I haven't done it already. I can take the bandage, I guess. And you know what? The vine wafer is free too, so let's take that too. Wine vapor. I've been having a bit of a rough couple days, and sleeping's been difficult. Just bad luck with the heat and everything else. You know, the summer happens. People get salty and tired, and me especially. I'm not one who does very well in the heat. But, you know, I'll deal with it. Everyone does. It's kind of throwing off my sleep schedule, so I might be a little, like, rambly or maybe a little off my usual game. But hopefully you guys still enjoy, because honestly, I want to just relax and be able to share this game with you guys, because it's a fun adventure. Even if I die, I get threatened very quickly, you know? Ooh, I want that bark, but I can't harvest it just yet. Salthopper battle, we win the Salthopper battle. When you beguile a creature, they get a bonus to their stats based on your, I think, your ego level. And we have a pretty high ego because we need to be able to charm people. So our guy here is actually fairly strong. In fact, sometimes it gets to the point where you can have a generic unit that you've beguiled beat a legendary version of it, which is actually kind of wild, I think. Yeah, I think it was one time I beguiled a Snapjaw Warlord, generic, no special thing about it, and she, I think, managed to defeat a legendary Snapjaw King, which, whew, that would be a hard feat for me, but she didn't even break a sweat. It was kind of insane. Which is kind of a problem sometimes, because you don't always want to kill legendaries, you know? Their faction XP is sometimes worse to get rid of than to spare. Or, you know what I mean. Did I just... What? What happened there? Did I just equip the corpse? Let's remove this and drop that, shall we? Okay. I meant to drop it. There we go. While I'm here, I might as well take out my iron dagger, I guess. Yeah, equip that. There we go. I think our dexterity is higher than our strength, so we should have a better time with our dagger than our swords. Though the swords are pretty good. Ooh, that's a lot of snapshots here. You got this hopper boy. Get an iron dagger. Why not? While I'm here. Get a copper nugget. I'll take that definitely. Okay, and we have several snapjaws here. We're going to take out the good old freezing array, blast both of these. Boom. Puts the kibosh on whatever they're trying to do. Now, run away while our reaving Salthopper here just destroys everything. I can take that. I'll take that. Let's see here. While leading an army into Karapur, Zerodok II challenged the legitimacy of the Sultan of Quad over an ordinance prohibiting the practice of seasoning food. She won and ascended to the throne. She was 30 years old. Wow. Well done, Zerodok. She challenged the Sultan at 30, huh? I think we're actually quite a bit younger than that, though I'm not really certain what our actual age is. I'm not sure how old we start as. Got a beaded bracelet. Nice. Beaded bracelet is very... I'm carrying too much. What am I carrying? Well, am I carrying... Did I get too much stuff? I guess I did. Dang. Am I carrying anything valueless? I mean, the bent metal sheets are not very useful for us. We might as well drop those. You can get like a little bit of money out of them, but not actually that valuable. Oh. Bye-bye. It's going to be a part of a problem, actually, if you get to town and you can't have... If we get to the Rustwells now, we won't have anywhere to carry all the stuff, because we can barely carry anything more than we're already carrying around. I think I have like 6 pounds worth of stuff, the space left over. And I think we're about to hit the Rustwells, too. Uh-oh. Okay, we got freezing array. We should be able to handle this. There we go. Whew. Freezing array is a godsend. Really nice to have. That's why it costs 5. Oh, regeneration is probably a little bit better because it allows you just to live through certain things you can't otherwise. But I don't know. If you can get both of them, I recommend going for freezing array first, because it's just that much better to have a weapon to use whenever you have to. And sure, it's kind of tap dance around before you can use it again, but it's a good thing to have. And these days, oh, what happened there? Oh, a turtle. Okay. One thing that's really nuts about freezing ray is that you can't really avoid it. You just take the hit. Which is great for us, not for them. I think, anyway. There we go. Look at that, see? Guaranteed damage. We can just kind of tap dance around them for a little while. 6 turns later, I can come back and blast them. Freezing right. Look at that. Boom. Even though the turtles have huge armor, they can't dodge a ray of light, so I think we're pretty happy there. Yeah, Salthopper is not really doing a whole lot to pierce through that. Which sucks. There's a hog. Uh-oh. I don't want to deal with this. Oh, boy. Let's see here. Good, 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 good. Okay. Freezing array them both. And back off real quick. I'm not sure what our Salthopper is doing, but it's not fighting this hog. It's not. Definitely not that. Okay, we could probably handle a hog, though. There we go. Thank you, Salthopper. Whew. I should probably give her a name. Actually, I don't even know what it is. Is it male? Is it female? Don't know. Okay, so Hopper. Let's see here. It's going to be Platora Vadagana. Okay. Platora Vadagana. Nice name. A lot of corpses. There we go. Look at her go. Jeez. No? It's a lot of snapjaws. Okay. Can I do this? No. Unlock. Hopefully I didn't hit any unintended targets there. I don't think I did. There we go. Look at that. Oh, I got a star apple. Like I said before, star apples are nice, but they weigh 1 pound, so you just want to eat them as soon as you can. There we go. Ooh, painted occasions, huh? Let's see what it says. Zeradoct the First. Okay, in 687. Oh wait. 6,878 BR, it was discovered that Zeradoc's life had secretly been saved with cybernetic surgery. Despite reports to the contrary, Zeradoc was alive and well. She was known thenceforth as the commanding specter of the soldiers' district of Almenarod. Alanemarod. Okay. Interesting. Again, being painted increases the value of an item by twice. So those are twice as valuable as anything else of the same category. So that's good. That's good. More daggers. I don't think I can really carry much more. So I can find something very valuable, like, you know, copper nuggets or whatnot, or beaded bracelets. Beaded bracelets are probably the most valuable thing we can find. However, it's not the easiest thing to just work with, because the longer you hold on to them and the higher your ego grows, the more valuable they become, unlike copper nuggets and whatnot. In the meantime, they're also very lightweight, so it's a good idea to hold on to them if you want to. Make a little cash later on. Or you need to, you know, buy something valuable later on, you know. Or the tar canyons, huh? Again, this is a reason why it's very nice to have the ability to freeze things, because sometimes you can run into snapjaws that have the ability to shoot fire out of their thumbs. I think they're literally called fire thumb snapjaws. And that's really, really dang dangerous, especially in this area where the tar can catch fire. Look at her. Look at him go. Dang. Dang. That was a lot of them, though. There's so many of them. Nope. Okay. We're going to beguile this warlord. Warlord's pretty good. Much better than his companions. And hopefully they can destroy something. A steel potter's knife. I guess I'll take it. Let's see here. Engraved is slightly better than painted as well. I think it's by 3 times rather than 2 times. But again, jewel encrusted is 5 times, so if you can get something like painted and jewel encrusted, that's actually insanely valuable for whatever you just picked up. If it's a mace, though, it's still not that good because maces just kind of suck in general. Let's see here. Zeradoc the First, the commanding sector of the soldier district of the Almenarod, the Skull Skipper, the Ivory Mace, the Ivory Sorrow of Ekanakesh, died of natural causes. She was 118 years old. Well, rest in peace, Zeradoc. Let's look at that dagger of yours, though. Nuts. I need to freeze this guy. Hey, now we're talking. Okay. So what we want to do is raise height and quickness. Because quickness is very important. It's not a whole lot of increasing. We just got, but it makes a little bit extra of us speed, lets us to run away a little faster than everyone else. And that's very important. Because not dying is very important. One of the best skills in the game is to not die, you know? Sometimes it's better to have the not dying skills than to have the killing things skills. Well, sometimes those are one and the same, so, you know, pick and choose what you want to get. After all, if you can kill things gooder, then you won't have to worry about surviving so much. After all, if they're dead, they can't kill you. What can't kill you is usually dead. So, you know, take that to the bank and smoke it. You passed by a weird artifact. Okay. What have we got here? Let's go ahead and examine this. It is a freezing iron mace. Wow. Iron maces are bad even when they have stuff like that attached to them. They're just not worth using. Because they just weigh so much, they have very low value, and just kind of bad in general, you know? And who could excuse having a terrible weapon like that? I mean, come on. There's so many other weapons to choose from. You can get so many of them just lying around. Okay, one more turn. Freezing right. There we go. Look at that. Get him! Get him, Snapjaw! Yeah, that's our Snapjaw. There's bears over there, and something's fancy about that bear over there. That's a legendary honey bear. Okay. Loved by bears. Oh, okay. Interesting. Okay, so we're going to lose our Snapjaw Warlord, almost guaranteed. But hopefully we can get rid of some of these other bears before we have to deal with the renowned honey-loving bear. Bam! Well, I'd love to be able to hit my target, but there we go. Whew. Okay, here we go. Is it going to work? It did work. Okay, we got to kill the Snapjaw. That's fine. Sorry, Snapjaw. I mean, I had you by my side, but the legendary bear here is much, much better. So, what we can do now, we can talk to the bear and say, hey, you're my friend. Let's do a water ritual. Yes, yes. Now we're more friendly with bears. Yes. I don't know any secrets, so sorry, bear. You got anything good? You got lots of honey, apparently. I do want the honey, but I can't carry it all. No, that's good. How about you stay there and I leave? What's on fire? Is that what I think it is? It is a water skin full of honey. Yet. Oh, that's what I thought. Well, I have a water skin full of honey, and that's very good, but also very heavy. Oh, what should I drop for it? I kind of want it, but I don't have anything super valuable to drop. There we go. Get rid of some shoes, I guess. I think these masks are worth it, but these gloves are not. Caucasians are very good. What do I have equipped anyway? Feathered leather Caucasians. I think the Caucasians are actually better. Look, it's 250 compared to. Let's see here. Look, the 100. Actually, these are worse. I'm gonna drop those. Okay. Still too heavy. Okay. What do I have a lot of that's not very valuable? I mean, the bronze dagger is not valuable. But this sword is pretty heavy. These long swords are very heavy. I'm not sure if they're actually worth the cost. I think they actually are. I don't know. Drop. Let's drop all the non-engraved, non-lightweight, special stuff. Just try and make our way out of here with all the honey we can carry. I guess I could recruit the bear to carry it for me, but I prefer not to deal with the bear. Oh, I'm famished. Move slower until I get... Oh, I need to eat something. That means a water skin right here. What's this corpse here? I'll take the corpse. I will eat the bear corpse. I hope they don't mind that I'm eating a bear corpse right in front of them. And again, I'm not sure if they would care. Just eat an entire bear, you know? That's actually an achievement, by the way. Just shove an entire bear in your mouth and yum, yum. It's not weird and messed up. It's fine. Don't think about it. It's fine. So freezing ray, get out of here. The Salthopper, the one we had last time actually helped a lot. May be good to recruit that one if you can do it. We should be able to. It's fairly easy to recruit these guys. You know, bugs aren't typically known for having big brains, so you know, it's easy to recruit them, I think. Also, I think I'm a little lost. Let's see, where are we? No, we're actually right where we need to be. I think. Oh, nuts. That's not the right place. So, we're near the rust well. I can't see where exactly the rust well is from here. Huh. Where are we now? We're on the rust well scale. Okay. That's weird. We should be able to see it from here, right? It's a large structure that's not that hard to spot. Maybe we just don't have a good line of sight on it. Is this it? I don't think so. Though the presence of wire here is a pretty good sign. Huh. Let's look at this. And that's this. And there's wire here, so... There it is. That's it. Okay. This blue monkey's gonna just get destroyed. Good. Whew. Now, I actually read a guide online about playing as an ape instead if you have the domination ability. And maybe you'll try that in the future. Though right now, I'm not that powerful just yet. We'll see if we can make it to that point soon enough, right? In the meantime, I think we're going to loot all these wire strands around here and then just make our way home once we have enough. Because this is it. This is the big hole in the ground we need to jump into somehow. Should hopefully be a way out of here. Whoops, don't want to fight these. 10 experience. Yeah, there we go. Good stuff. Yeah, good. Okay. So, I think next time we're going to jump onto the rust well and see what we can find down there. Hopefully more wire. But in any case, hope your adventures through the deserts of Quad are more fruitful than my own. We happened to find a legendary bear, and that was a pretty good time. But in any case, have a wonderful day, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. So long.